With pick 12, Melbourne select Latrell Pickett from Glenelg and the Mallee Park Football Club.
Presenting the jumper for Melbourne is 2021 Premiership player, Keziah Pickett.
This is going to be pretty awesome. Cozzy is the cousin of Latrell Pickett, who is a stunning selection tonight. A late invite, wasn't initially to be here at Marvel Stadium, and well, a special moment between the cousins about to unfold and the Melbourne Football Club jumper. This was a surprise, Joey.
Well, look at this. What's better than one Pickett in the forward line for the D's? It's going to be two Picketts. This is so exciting. That's a special moment for both these young men. Shifter, and what a story for Latrell Pickett to end up being taken in the top 12 in the national draft, considering he was playing local footy 12 months ago.
It's an unbelievable story, and to think that his cousin, Cozzy, went at number 12 as well.
There you go.
The choice in which Gavin Wanganeen went, Sean Burgoyne, Cyril Rioli.
Oi.
It's the Indigenous pick. Amazing the way it's turned out, and this boy just had a great year. He'll turn 20 in a month's time, so he's a later developer, but has come down from Tumby Bay to play for Glenelg. Had a great year at reserves level, then debuted at senior level, kicked 4 on debut, then went back to reserves, kicked 4 in a grand final. That's why he's rocketed into a first round choice. Many clubs will consider him in the last week or two. He's got all the dancing feet of the Indigenous boys. He's the absolute bolter. Can we go bigger than a bolter? Absolute bolter. Wonderful to see.
We thought there'd be a surprise coming into the night, and no doubt that is it. This guy's got so much upside, and if he can adapt to the professionalism and have a strong pre-season, as Shifter said, all the talent of a dangerous small forward and high half forward is there for him. It's going to be pretty exciting at Melbourne Football Club, and we wish him all the best because it's exciting times and he's done really well. I mean, people ask, well, why was he playing reserves? But that Glenelg senior Sandfield side was stacked in their forward half of the ground, so it was just tough for him to get a look in. But when he did, he made the most of his opportunity, and now he's a Melbourne Demon.
It's not too dissimilar to Lawson Humphries either, Joey. I mean, he was playing reserves footy at Swan Districts as well and burst onto the scene. He's now a star of the competition. But it's funny watching this kid play. Just let him play. He's instinctive.
Gold Coast have matched West Coast's bid. So with pick 17, the Gold Coast select Jai Murray from the Gold Coast Suns Academy and the Burleigh Junior Football Club.
So a halfback, a wing with good decision-making skills, Shifter.
Yeah, and he jumped into the inside midfield in a couple of games this year as well, and really took his game to another level, and then went down with a foot injury that cost him his season. Another potential star for the Allies that went down before those games started. He's a versatile running man, I call him. Tough, hard kid, a bit like a Jared Berry. Can run all day. He might start out in the wing, but is capable of playing lots of other roles as well. His clean hands, his game sense, his dominance over, his 16th and 17th year was enough to see him under consideration of many clubs around this point.
Yeah, he's all class. He's a beautiful mover, can play inside, outside, athletic. He's a great size. There are some that believe that this kid could be as good as the other two at the Gold Coast Suns. When we talk about Zeke Ewell and Dylan Patterson, the upside that he has, limited form this year because of injury, but what he has shown, he is going to be an absolute top liner. And don't sleep on this kid's name. I think he will be an absolute star in years to come.
Yeah, got an Ironman background too. So in terms of discipline and what it takes to be successful in that sport, we know what his application will be like and his commitment to footy. But I just think his lateral movement, you mentioned obviously Dylan Patterson, Joey, the lateral movement is top shelf from this kid. It's absolutely electric. 8 VFL games, so he's had a bit of senior experience, and it's a nice one for the Gold Coast Suns to bring through the door. And let's see whether the West Coast Eagles go back to the drawing board, whether there's another bid. We'll wait and see. Obviously, there it is up on the screen. So they are really putting some of these clubs to the sword.
The Swans famously, I think it was Josh Dunkley, a choice.
Yeah.
25 did not match the bid. And look at the player he's become. I rated him the best number 25 in 40 years.
With pick 21, the Western Bulldogs select Lachlan Carmichael from the Sydney Swans Academy and the North Shore Bombers Football Club.
Well, there you go. So Sydney Swans haven't matched. So that could be the next Josh Dunkley right there, shifter where hopefully it doesn't bite the Swans on the backside. But as we said, they had to consider the points and some other players. They might have guys on their draft board they're still keen on. Max King, another academy prospect. But I think the Western Bulldogs will be rapt to get Lockie Carmichael. As I said, I think they're in need of a halfback. When you look at, Johannisson's just retired, Jaray's retired. They've got Bramble and some other guys, but they need some support for Bailey Dale, I think, across halfback. And this guy is another one who defends first. He's got that defensive mindset, but he's got a good footy brain. Really reliable defender, but can also win the ball and give them a bit of counterpunch to support Connor Butterick, who they picked up in the trade period.
And of course, we've talked about the Northern Academies up there. This boy won the MVP for the Allies, the combined side out of those areas. He's won the MVP, been a dominant player in the last 3 years again. Incredible ability to just read the play and intercept. He's a great user of the ball. I've seen him one-on-one stand on his opponent's shoulders as well. So he's got natural talent and flair. There was quite a number of clubs pretty interested in him around this mark.
And Joey, you touched on it about his footy now. He's a thinker. You watch him, his understanding of the game, I think, is incredible. He's composed, a really effective distributor, and you touch on these players that are all Australian. He's now been passed on. So obviously, as we say, the Sydney Swans have got other plans, but these are the sorts of things we need to start to celebrate, because there's a young man that's been developed to an extremely high level by one AFL football club that another one directly benefits from. So this will continue to happen, and Lockie Carmichael's a far better player for being in one of those Northern Academy systems.
And I think it suits, as we said, what the Dogs need. They need guys that can defend, particularly at ground level. A lot of talk about the Western Bulldogs' defence and the tools, but they've gone and got Connor Butterick, who is a good defender that can use the ball, and now he can be paired up with Carmichael. So they're addressing their small defensive stocks, which has been a real point of focus, and they'll be rapt that Sydney Swans didn't match, and we'll find out in years to come whether the Swans made the right decision.
With pick 23, Hawthorn select Aidan Schubert from Central Districts and the Gawler Central Football Club.
The All-Australian full forward shifter, a goal kicker at all levels this season.
Yeah, but a dominant player. A star from game one of the Nationals against the Allies. He started. They couldn't get near stopping him up forward, and his marking continued right throughout the championships. We learnt more about him at the Combine too when he's an elite runner. We can see why he's got the Nick Revolt repeat sprints. He just keeps going and going the whole time. And at 196 centimetres, he's got the height to play as a marking forward. He helps out a little bit in the ruck as well. Just had a brilliant year, in fact, was the most valuable player at under 18 level in their underage comp this year. Debuted late in the year at senior level and part of that all-conquering side from SA.
Yeah, I agree with that as a bargain buy. For mine, he's no doubt the best tall forward in the draft pool. He's got exceptional hands. He's got an exceptional work rate. He wins a lot of ball for a key forward. I mean, you look at his numbers. He's averaging 19, 17 disposals, both in the champs and at SANFL under 18 level. He hits the scoreboard. He impacts. He's a great contested mark, and he's that type that can pinch hit in the second ruck. So I think for the Hawks, with life after Jack Gunston, I think it's a great get. I think he's going to be a wonderful key forward for a long time, and I think the Hawks will be rapt to get him outside the top 20.
And they've taken two players from Central Districts, so Nan and now Schubert, good mates that are going to be able to get to play with each other interstate.
Yeah, great pickup, Sarah. And I know we saw the likeness there to Jesse Hogan. I see Tom Lynch, and we just watched his highlights. He's just got those really long arms that extend, and I think he's got huge upside. You see the question mark around his leading speed and that ability to create separation. This kid's athletic potential is absolutely untapped, so I think they're going to be patient with him. We're going to see a lot more of Aidan Schubert, and there's going to be a lot to like.